G'day, and welcome to Aussievision. It's Kyriakos here. Today we speak to one of the 10 artists revealed for Eurovision Australia Decides 2022. Hailing from the Gold Coast, but currently living in Sydney, this pop newcomer and singer-songwriter has released 2 singles so far as the next generation of the Australian music scene. It's Charley. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, how are you going?
Congratulations on being selected for Australia Decides 2022. What was your reaction when you found out that you had been selected?
I was in a Zoom call with Paul and another one of the people as well, and it was the most surreal feeling. They kind of said it, they're like, so we're kind of like offering you this now. And I was like, is this the official? Like, is this it? And they're like, this is it. I was like, can I tell my mom now? Like, because I like kept it from my family for so long. So yeah, it was surreal, crazy.
And you're not just a singer, you're also a songwriter who creates empowering and forward-thinking pop. How would you describe Charley?
I feel like, I'm still learning about myself as we grow older. I'd say I'm a very dramatic human, and everything that I feel is very intense and very deep. So I guess I like to put that all into my songwriting, which is, such a good way. And I call myself Charley, and that's not my actual name. And that gives me, I guess, something to kind of just make myself confident and to not, overthink my music as much, and to, I kind of just write to make other people feel heard, I guess. Yeah, I'm still learning about myself.
Well, we absolutely love your Eurovision vlog. We love to see the perspective of artists as they embark on their Eurovision journey. And in the vlog, you mentioned that you wrote your entry 2.5 years ago with Jim Alexander about one of your biggest heartbreaks. What more can you tell us about your Australia Decides entry?
Well, yeah, I wrote it 2.5 years ago in LA when I was there, and I was going through a very, very rough time with a person that, still hasn't moved out of my life yet. So it's a song that's still very real to me, and it's all about not being able to move on from someone, basically, no matter like what you try, and no matter what glamorous places you are, you still feel that kind of emptiness, that space that's like not there from that person that's left. So yeah, it's very real to me. But I feel like a lot of people go through a heartbreak like that for their first love. So yeah.
So it must have been a very emotional experience going through that songwriting and the recording.
Yeah, very, very. The entire time, Jim and I were just crying while writing it. And then when I did my interview for basically what they show before the performance starts, oh my gosh, just talking about it made me, oh my gosh, my heart just started like rising so much. So in that interview, it's a bit I'm a bit emotional. Yeah, crazy song.
You've also mentioned that the song was longer than 3 minutes. Like, I think it was 3 minutes 40, and you had to cut it back. What was that process like? Was it like chopping up a baby? Like, how did it feel? Like, how did it go?
I feel like the number one thing about like songwriting is you shouldn't mess with just the timing of it and how long it should be. Like, it should feel how it wants to feel. And so yeah, it was originally like a really slow ballad, and we cut the first pre-chorus out, and then that took a whole chunk out of it. But to me now, it kind of feels better because it kind of grooves along, and it's a really big storytelling thing. So it's kind of nice that it's quicker. I think we did a good job of it.
Now, did you submit your song in the portal, or were you approached for Australia Decides?
So I was approached, but we still had to submit the song into the portal. I'm not too sure. That's my manager helped with that.
That's okay. And we know you've actually been on The Voice before, and you've had some TV stage experience. What will you bring? How would you bring that experience onto the Australian Decide stage? And then what can we expect from your staging? Like, what can you reveal, or what experience can we expect?
So on The Voice, it was very that experience was wild. I don't remember a lot of it because I was so anxious the entire time, I think, because everything was being decided for me. And I think that's the most insane part about Eurovision, is that you get such a say in everything, and you get to really work and collab with like all the directors and all the creative people. So now I get to decide how I want my hair and makeup and dress and lighting and camera angles, and write my own song, which is the biggest blessing, you know. And I cannot reveal anything, but I'm about to put out vlog 2.
Okay, awesome.
But a tiny little bit more information, but I'm not allowed to say anything. Sorry.
No, we cannot wait for your vlog, so that's all good.
Oh, yay.
Now, you're not afraid to touch big subjects in your music. So in your second release, Arizona, the song is about mental health and social anxieties. And even after the release, you were collecting donations for Beyond Blue. How important was that song release for you?
Oh my gosh, it was so important because, you know, as I said, Charley gives me like a way to express myself and to not feel really any fear about it. It really just gives me like a lot of confidence. And I've had anxiety my whole life. I've gone through, you know, all the mental health issues that everyone has. And I got to a point where I was so anxious, and I was like, why haven't I written about this before? And it was at the start of it was at the end of the first lockdown. Yep. And I'd like started hanging out with friends again, and my social anxiety just went, and I just started getting anxiety attacks and everything. So wrote about that, put it in a song, and I really just wanted to put a big kind of like message out there to people about like how real it is, and make a donation. And I would love if everyone could like donate to that so I can give that to them. We still haven't reached 500, and that's the goal. So I would really love that. And yeah,
definitely give it a plug. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I made a music video and got to give my acting skills a go, which was actually kind of real, because every time I tried to fake an anxiety attack, a real one would come up. But it's good though. Very, very, fortunate to be able to make a music video like that. And yeah, that song means a lot to me.
Now, let's touch on Eurovision a little bit. Now, in the SBS announcement video, you mentioned that the contest has been part of your world and your family is obsessed with it. What does Eurovision mean to you?
So my family has been doing Eurovision for like quite a while, and they get up and they all have a big gathering, and the only meals that they can make is foods from the country that it's being held in at that point. So
right. Yep. That's good.
So my family is obsessed with it, and they were just unbelievably proud when I was telling every single person that I'm doing Eurovision. And yeah, I would love to represent Australia. I think that Eurovision is such a beautiful, amazing, supportive competition. I'm very blessed to be a part of that family now.
Do you have any favorite Eurovision entries or an entry that has really, hit you?
I have a lot. I mean, obviously ABBA and Conchita, the Common Linettes, but my favorite one is Måneskin, of course. Their way of writing music is just so I don't know, it gives you this like confidence and makes you feel like empowered, but also it's so catchy, and they're just very good looking. Yeah, so
they are.
They're very good.
What other projects are you working on, and what other things might we expect from you? Because we have noticed on your Insta stories that you're working on something with Cam Naxon. Anything that's coming up?
Oh my gosh. Well, Eurovision is literally taking so much of my time right now, which is amazing. And then after that, I may be doing a headline show. So that's what we're working towards right now. I'm getting all of my songs together, and yeah, I can't say when yet, but that's coming up. And then I've got another show after that. And then we're working on the next thing. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what to not say.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Don't want to get you in trouble.
I'm working hard, so that's all that matters.
Now, if you had the opportunity to go to Turin for Eurovision 2022, but you could only take 3 items with you, what would you take with you?
Vegemite, probably for the first one, because they need to know how good Vegemite is, because everyone spreads it on so thick, and it needs to be with like hot bread, ton of butter, and a little bit of Vegemite.
Would you be running around with like toast, like give it a try?
Exactly. I'll make that like the main appetizer. Vegemite, I'd probably say, because of all like the cheese and pasta that I'd eat, I'd probably need to take my lactose tablets. And my teddy bear, because I have a teddy bear that kind of comes around the world with me. Like, I've just taken him everywhere. I don't know why. It's weird, but
it's very cute.
apart from my phone, because I'll need Google Translator. But we'll say my teddy bear.
Well, we cannot wait for your song release and what you have planned for Australia Decides 2022 in the Gold Coast. All the best, Charley, and thank you very much for speaking to Aussievision today.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.